when I came from France the first time, I came to the United States to a place called Humboldt County, and I didn't have a whole lot of money at the time, and this was back in the late 80s, early 90s maybe, and then I'm in this town, very friendly people on the coast. They told me if I go to a place called the Cinque One, I could pick a mushroom that was worth a lot of money, and I could make some money so I could live. And so I go inland to this place, Orleans, where there was these persons that had little caravan where they would buy mushrooms from you if you pick the right mushroom. Now the mushroom is called the Matsutake Tanok mushroom, and apparently it's very valuable in certain countries, Japan one of them. I go there and I have a friend who has some access to this place, very wild, a lot of wild animals, and an Indian reservation out there. And the Indian people are also picking the mushroom. I believe they grow a lot of marijuana out there too, but this was later in the year and it had started to rain. I go there and this friend of mine showed me how to identify that particular mushroom, very pretty mushroom, and I spend an entire day picking mushroom. I have this huge bag of mushroom, and I go to the little camp where I was staying, and I wash each mushroom. I clean them so perfectly; they look beautiful. And I go to this town, Orleans, where the buyers are, and there's this long line of other people that had picked the mushroom, and I stand in line for a long time. And in the line, they're Native American people and some Mexican people and some white people and some Laotian people, and I'm standing in front of this very tall, handsome young Native American, believe Yurok tribe, and he smiles at me, and we talk to each other about nothing in particular for a while, and the line gets short, and finally I come up to the buyer guide and I put my beautiful mushrooms in front of him, and he says, "These are the most beautiful mushrooms that I've ever seen." And I go, "That's really great. I'm so excited. How much will you give me for them?" And he goes, "I'm not going to buy them from you, but you're going to have a very good dinner." And I said, What are you talking about?" And he says, You've destroyed them by cleaning them the way you did." And the Indian fellow behind me, he laughed, and the entire line of people started laughing. Here I am, a stranger. I have all these clean mushrooms, no money, and all these people are laughing at me. And I think to myself, okay, well, at least I have some mushroom to eat. And that Indian guy took me to his place and cooked a very large fish and showed me how to cook the mushroom. And then he showed me how to find the mushroom by listening. It was an incredible thing. I love the mushroom.